All right, shalom, shalom. First of all, let's give all praise to the Heavenly Father and His beloved Son. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, 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 Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Bashema Mashiach Yahweh Shai. All praises due, all right? Much love to the Rod of Iron family. And this is your brother Yaya. And we're going to go over here some precepts. And this is going to be regarding actions speak louder than words. And I hope it's edifying to the Ak and Akwath out there, listening and learning. So to you, I say shalom. And so, yeah, let's get into some of these precepts. Actions speak louder than words because they do. And, you know, people have a mouthpiece. Everybody has a mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has game. They want to spit game. They want to talk. They want to do this and that concerning worldly matters and sometimes in the body. And so, but we need to make sure that, you know, when it's especially talking about the body, is that we show and prove by what we do. And so saying something and doing it are two different things, right? In this life, everyday situations, whether you're at work or having family time, right? You have to show someone how much you are, you know, how much, you know, what the interest is in them or something, right? But the way you show that is by what you do, right? So how much more action should we present to our Father Yahweh Bashem Yahshua and His beloved Son by not only calling upon the name and understanding what was given unto us by Yahweh Shai's blood and following the great two commandments, you know what I'm saying? Loving thy Father with all thy heart, with all thy soul, with all thy strength, and loving thy neighbor as thyself, right? The way we do that is by showing that, right? And so James 2:18 reads, yea, a man may say thou hast faith, right? And I have works. Show me thy faith with thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works, right? I'm going to show you by what I do, right? And this goes twofold because we are in this flesh, and so we have to deal with worldly matters. And because we have to deal with worldly matters, you know, our actions still have to speak. You know what I mean? You know, when you're going to be at your job or you got something to do and you say you're going to be there early or you're going to do it, then you need to do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell somebody something and then don't do it. Like that's just wicked. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's concerning, you know, of course, you want to take care of your necessities at your house or with your job and whatnot, but you want to be honest and you want to be a upright man, okay, and Ak and Akwath. So, but we have to show that by making the right moves, you know, and understanding that by doing that we're being pleasing to Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, okay, just like when King David, right, when King David fought Goliath. And before he fought him, he told him, and I'm roughly paraphrasing this, but he told his fellows, they said, look, I killed a lion and a bear. And roughly paraphrasing, he says, and I'm going to do the same with Goliath. Why? Because the Lord fighteth for me. You know what I mean? Just as he was with me when I had to kill the lion and that bear. But see, that was action. He had to show action. You know what I'm saying? He was ready for battle. He said, all right, I'm going to go. I'll go. You know what I'm saying? I can do it. I did this and I did this, right? I killed a lion and a bear. So this, I can handle that. I can go handle that. Why? Because the Lord is with me. And that was showing action by King David, right? That was a great action that he took towards Goliath. You know what I mean? But it showed his faith, right? And it showed that he wasn't just speaking. He wasn't just talking. You know what I'm saying? He showed and proved what he was talking about. When we say we are going to do something, let us make sure we do it. You know, staying focused on our power, right, requires action. So let us make sure we study. You know, we got to be studying, praying, taking care of things we have asked for from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And making sure that we're respectful always and being pleasing to Him in those regards. So let's get another precept. Let's get James 1:8, and it reads, "A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Saying one thing and doing another, let us not have that mindset." All right, and I'm not saying we do have it, but that's why this is a lesson. It's to keep us on our toes, right? But if we're gonna say something, let us do it. You know, when you say something, when you say to someone you love them, right? Your family, especially the brotherhood, which we're talking about that. You have to back that by action, right? When you say you're going to do something for them, you need to just do it. If you say you're going to do it, right? Being in the body, we know this. Like, we know what we're supposed to do. But we are also in captivity, you know what I mean? And we are watched all the time and studied by the wicked, man. Like, they're watching everything that we do at our jobs, out in the communities. And they're just waiting for us to fall and mess up, man. That's what they're waiting for. They're waiting for us to fall and mess up. And that's why we got to strive to be on point, because we represent Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua, right? We represent that. We represent Him. And so in representing Him, we have to be on point. And yeah, we make mistakes. Yeah, we fall here and there. You know what I mean? Things happen where we can't do something. But for the majority of this walk, right, this straight and narrow path, we have to be on point, right? Let's see here. Let's get Matthew 5:33, and it reads, "Again ye have heard that in Salakia. Again ye have heard that it hath been said by them of old time, Thou shalt not forswear thyself, but shalt perform unto the Lord thine oaths." All right? But shalt perform unto the Lord thy oaths. So that's an action. That's what He's telling us to do. You know what I mean? We're showing it by our oaths, right? By what we do. You know what I'm saying? Because I hear people all day, and this is not even in the body, but outside the body, the worldly matters. But everybody says, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I love God. I love Jesus. I do this, I do that. That's what it always is. You know what I mean? Whether it be how much money they have, or whether it be, I'm gonna do this in a few weeks, or I'm gonna do this. Like, everything is so about them, right? But there's no action behind it. There's really no action behind it. And if there is some action behind it, it's a false action, right? Because if they're outside of the body, we know that they are not a part of the kingdom anyway. They're not a part of the body anyway. But just to understand that is a world, a view of action speaks louder than words, right? You got to show what you say. Okay, so how much more us in the body and in the kingdom and in the brotherhood, right? So let's just remember that. Let's see here. Let's get I want to go back to let's continue on. Salakia. I'm gonna skip down to 27. So this is Matthew 5 and 37. But let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay. For whatsoever is more than this cometh of evil, right? So the Most High is saying, listen, if you're going to say yes, then it's yes. If you're going to say no, then it's no. And stick to that. Because that's what I need you to do, right? Because if you don't, this committeth evil, right? And so we want to make sure that we're staying in line with that. You know what I'm saying? Because we are in this flesh, man, and we still got to go through those other most farlings as well. So being mindful, first of all, being mindful in the body, right? With the brother, the ox and the aqua. When we're going to do something, we say we're going to do it, we do it. You know what I mean? We show it by our actions. But understanding that we also have to do that out in this world as well, because we're still under these curses. We're still in this flesh. We still got to go to work. We still got to go get groceries. We still got to take care of our kids. We still got to do all these things that we say we're going to do. But we have to do it. We can't just say it. We got to do it, right? So, let's see here. Let's go to 1 Samuel 2 and 3, and it reads, talk no more so exceeding, proudly, let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. For the Lord is a power of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. All right? By him actions are weighed. He's weighing what we do by our actions. All right? You know what I mean? And Yahweh Shai is a clear example of that. Like he was telling the disciples before he was crucified. He told them what was going to happen. He told them what he was going to do. And he did it. But he had to show it. Right? He had to show it to the Father. Right? That's why the Father said, this is my, roughly paraphrasing, this is my son, I'm well pleased. He's well pleased with his son, right? Why? Because Yahweh Shai had to walk that walk. He talked it and he walked it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what we ought to do daily. We ought to strive to do that daily. And knowing that we do have ups and downs and struggles, you know, we still have to get back on that track if we tend to fall off. And you are weighed by what you do and not what you say. So, you know, let us keep that. Let us be mindful of that. You know, thank Yahweh Shemi Shai for the health and strength that we have to be able to perform and to do things that we need to do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's required of us. It's required of us. Okay? 1 Samuel 2 and 3, I'm going to read that again. Talk no more so exceeding, proudly, right? Let not arrogance come out of your mouth. For the Lord is a power of knowledge, right? And by him actions are weighed. So we're not to act proudly. Arrogancy. Oh, I do this. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. Oh, okay, well, that's fine. But what are you doing? Right? Because he says here that by him actions are weighed. He's going to weigh by what you do, not what you say. And so let us be mindful of that, you know, and be humble. And make sure that we're representing Yahweh Shemi Shai the right way. That those may see him in us, that he may be glorified always, right? So, yeah, that's all I got, family. I hope this brief lesson was edifying. And let us continue to pray for one another and strive to stay on this straight and narrow path. Waiting upon our master, waiting upon that spiritual power. As he said, he will grant his elect. And so we can do what we got to do at that time. So much love to y'all. Hope y'all have a great day. Till next time I say shalom.